getting a day at some point here in Texas? Why was today the day?
Well, I had it scheduled with Gray, with him being scratched. I said I don't want to play all 4 on the turf. I really don't want to play 3 in a row. So choose one of the lefties today. It just made sense for today and have him in there against Heaney and Evaldi as well. So like I said, I just didn't want him playing this many games in a row on the turf. It was something I planned out from the beginning of the season, and I'm not going to change it. He's healthy. He feels great. He's on pace to play probably more games than he has in his career. But I think we've spaced the days out well enough where he's in a really good place physically. So I'm happy about that. We just got to keep that going. I'm not going to waver from that, as I told you, until really after the All-Star break.
Gio's back. Is it feeling better, same, worse?
Tried to avoid him, wanted to avoid him yesterday. He said he was good, and he felt a little something on one swing. So give him another day, possibly 2. I'm hoping to avoid him completely. So, but we'll see. The calls for it, and I need him. Either pinch hit like I did last night, or a situation defensively. He says he can go, but I'd like to be more cautious with him.
He's kind of. It seems like it's something that popped up once and that's come back a couple times. Is there any thoughts of just giving him like a 10 days just to?
No, not right now. I think he's going to be okay. He's had this before where it's took a day or 2, and we just really haven't been able to give him a day or 2 yet. So if we're able to do that today, great. If not, like I said, he's available. He's out here with his teammates, and he'll be fine.
Like Trout got stolen base yesterday.
He did.
His first one.
Yeah.
Does he have a green light, by the way? Is it just totally on him, or do you guys?
Without giving too many secrets away, I mean, there's times where I'm fine with him running. I mean, if you watch him play, I mean, he busts it down the first baseline all the time. So, I mean, if he can run that 90 feet, why not the other 90 feet, in a stolen base, where it can help us in the spot. And felt like last night was a good opportunity. I think he knows his body and he understands what he's got to do as far as sliding. And the one stolen base we got hurt, it was his thumb, and he wears the mitt on that thumb now too. So I'm not as worried about it. He plays the game hard. He plays the game right. If there's an injury that were to happen to Mike, it's because he's doing things the right way. That just happens sometimes.
So do you call for that, or was that?
It's a collaboration, but yeah, it was a good time to run. So I just felt like it was a good time to get another guy in scoring position, keep the foot down on him, and it was a good opportunity for him.
When he's hitting behind Shohei, does that make it more likely you can get some steals as opposed to when he was in front of Shohei?
Maybe. I think Shohei's run in front of Mike, so I just think whenever we have those opportunities and we feel like we've got a good chance to get there, regardless of who's up. I mean, Neto's run with Shohei up there a couple times, and Mike, and I'm not discouraging that at all, because I think the stolen base can be a weapon for us in certain situations, and no matter who's at the plate.
Obviously, now that you have Moniak and Ward both hitting, there's kind of too many guys for the outfield, and now you have Taylor Ward played first base yesterday. Is that anything that you guys might want to try a little more regularly?
No, he's an outfielder, and he made a heck of a play yesterday. I mean, he's played on the infield, but he feels comfortable in the outfield, and not something I want to keep doing to him. We're able to get Mickey some at-bats. He's playing again tonight. He'll sit probably most likely against the lefty tomorrow, but I don't want Hunter playing 4 games in a row on the turf either, so you might see Mickey on Thursday night. So we're getting him his at-bats. I think he's staying in the flow and doing well. It's nice to see Taylor, the way he swung the bat the last week too, and I think we got 4 guys and 4 really good outfielders. All of them would be starting somewhere for somebody. So luxury to have them.
What was your thoughts on Drury coming in?
That's been announced.
Yes.
Yeah, I kind of anticipated that. I've been around Drew since he was really in the minor leagues. I had him in New York, had him in Arizona. Here, the first time I've seen him react like that. He felt very remorseful last night and couldn't believe he actually made contact with him. He feels bad. He'll talk to Ramon today. I know he will. But at the end of the day, you got to pay the price for an action like that. I'm certain it'll never happen again, but I know he's going to appeal and he wants to stay his peace, but I don't think that'll change, and we'll just see when that happens.
Moore's been thrown in?
Moore's been thrown, yeah. He feels great. stretching it out a little further and adding a little bit to it. So watching him progress over the last few days has been very encouraging, very exciting.
Do you feel like you guys are good with the bullpen today? Obviously, just being taxed.
Yeah, I mean, depending on the situation, there's some guys that I would prefer to avoid tonight, but in the right spot, I got to use them, and we'll just see how the game goes. But there's certainly guys down. Not hard to figure those out, but there's other guys that feel good enough to pitch today that did pitch yesterday, and we got plenty of innings to get through the game.
What do you think Matt Thaiss has shown you in terms of his development as a hitter from last year and the beginning of this year to now?
I mean, I've always liked the swing. I've always liked the approach. He just hasn't been able to get some consistent at bats, and now he is. And it's fun to see that grow at this level when somebody finally gets those opportunities. They're hard to come by when you first come up in the big leagues. Not everybody just gets handed a position, and he certainly had to work through it. He hasn't complained. The time he puts in the cage and batting practice sessions, you can tell the focus and the intensity of him, and it just makes him better and better each chance he gets out there. And now you can call it a little bit of some established numbers as a base. He feels a lot more comfortable going to the plate. I think that's the case with Wally too. If you just want to stay in the catching room, both of them are getting more consistent at bats than they have than any other time in their career at this level, and it's nice to see them both flourishing with it.